We are live. Awesome. We're being waved at out of the window of there's Martha.
Hey guys.
All right. So we are out here at the Tampa Show. It's the fall.
Yeah, it's the Fall Tampa Show at the fairgrounds. And yep, surprise, we came.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody had asked us on our other live, are you guys coming? And we were not. But of course, the hurricane made it so that we needed to make that happen. So we're here. So with this live is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to go around and we're going to talk about and show some features to RVs that have 5 features that you absolutely need to have on your next RV, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
That's real life, y'all. They're having problems with the slide. Okay, so 5 must-have features on your next RV. We're going to walk through and we're going to show you a bunch of those features now, some things that we think are absolutely essential before you buy. And you notice we're not talking about a particular model. We're not talking about a floor plan. We're talking about things that are absolutely essential that you have to have. So let's take a walk and we're going to go show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Hopefully they can get the slide out.
Yeah, it's on a J-coat.
As you can tell, the weather in Florida has improved dramatically. The hurricane, what was it, Nicole? Nicole has left. So we are in good shape. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day. So we are almost to where we're going to start.
Also, too, we did go Instagram Live earlier today to kind of surprise everyone that we're coming here. So if you find us and you say, hey, I'm part of the Venturesome tribe, you're going to get free merch from our merch store, venturesomecouple.com, and under Venturesome Gear, you get to pick out something you want, and we'll have it shipped to you.
Yeah, we're excited about that. So if anybody's out here and you can find us, come say hi and tell us you're part of the tribe, and we will hook you up, and we'll get you anything. So, all right. Let me see. We're going to try. I'm trying to get this camera to flip. Anybody a StreamYard expert? So I want to be able to flip it. Right now, it's not giving me that option. Let's see.
More.
Bear with us just a second. It is not allowing me to do it, Martha. Camera.
We have to go selfie mode.
All right, we're going to have to go selfie mode. So that's okay. We can still talk about this. Pardon the noise, guys. It is definitely a loud show out here. All right, so the very first thing that we want to talk about for our...
First thing, hi, Caleb.
Where's Caleb?
He's on here. So
hey, Caleb.
I'm reading the comments on the phone.
Oh, good. Martha's on the other phone because I can't read them while on here.
Yeah, if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. Oh, you're in General's area.
Well, he probably will be able to find us pretty quick then.
I know. It's a quick game of hide and seek, right?
Okay, so let's get to the point of why. I'm trying to get Martha in frame here, guys. My apologies. There we go. So let's talk about the first thing. What's the very first thing that is absolutely critical when you're buying a new RV? And you need to think about this first and foremost. And it usually is the one thing everybody talks about. And that is going to be having, there we go, a realistic cargo capacity. So let's walk around, and we're going to walk over to 2 different toy haulers, and I'll show you what's the difference and why it matters. So having a realistic cargo capacity, if you're going to be, come on, Martha, get up here.
I'm coming.
Having a realistic cargo capacity makes a big difference, especially if you're going to be full timing. If you're going to be full timing, knowing exactly what your cargo capacity is critical. And you think because it's a gigantic toy hauler that it would be all the same. Let's see if we can do this in selfie mode. So you guys aren't going to be able to read this. Let's see. Maybe. Sorry, it's a little awkward. All right. So we are at a 38-foot tandem axle toy hauler. And being a toy hauler, you all know it has a garage. In this case, this one has 2 7,000-pound axles. It's got 3,034 pounds of cargo capacity, and it has a gross vehicle weight rating of 16,950. And I know, and Martha would say, nerd, 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 because she doesn't care about the numbers that much. But this is the first thing you need to pay attention to when you're going to be going out and buying a new trailer, whether it's a toy hauler, whether it's a traditional fifth wheel, even if it's a bumper pull, because 3,000 pounds of cargo capacity. So let's talk. If you have a golf cart, probably not a problem.
Yeah.
If you've got a Harley, probably not a problem. If you've got a four-seater RZR, a Harley, and a golf cart, going to be a problem.
Well, not only that, the space in the garage is only yay big. But what Chris means too, aside from the toys, you got to think about the things you're bringing, the things you're cooking with, the clothes you're bringing, and what other items. Like if you're working from the road, if you have more than just 2 people living in your RV. So.
Oh, let's talk clothes. Oh my goodness, clothes are heavy.
All right,
like that's the unsung thing that you don't think about until you realize you got 30 shirts, 6 pairs of shoes, 7 jackets, and then your cargo capacity quickly goes away.
So, okay, Chris is only bringing this up because we recently, about a month ago, became Alliance RV brand ambassadors, which we're so proud and thrilled to be.
Yep.
And we got a bunch of shirts. And we just finished filming RV Unplugged last month, and that was a blast. And we got a couple more shirts from that. And then we went to the NRVTA, and we got a couple more shirts from that too.
Yeah, we have too much clothes is basically what I'm telling you guys. So now that you've seen the tandem axle toy hauler, we're going to walk over to another one and show you the difference.
Real quick. Hi, Frank from California, and Diana. Hi, Diana. Love you.
Hey, Diana.
Hey, Diana, text me later. We'll go eat.
Yeah, we snuck into Tampa. We came in because of the hurricane to go check on the home base. I'm going to try to be a little quieter. You know, that is not my strong suit, guys.
So we are at a RV show, so.
All right, so I'm going to try to be a little quieter on this one. We are at a triple axle toy hauler here, and this one is 3 7,000-pound axles. It's got a 20,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating, and it has 5,020 pounds of cargo capacity. So very similar floor plan. Both have 13-foot garages, both toy haulers, and one has a 5,000-pound capacity, one has a 3,000-pound capacity. So when people ask us all the time about what do we think about, a triple axle, what do we think about size? Well, size really does matter quite a bit when it comes to RVs, and having, let's rotate here. There we go. Okay, so size really matters quite a bit when it comes to RVs. You want to make sure that you, pick the size that is comfortable for your trailer, or your toys that you're going to put in your trailer in the case of a toy hauler, but also your truck.
Yeah. So you want to make sure your truck can handle the capacity of the trailer and all your items.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that you can get yourself in a little bit of a bind if you think, oh, I got a 3/4 ton or a 1-ton single rear wheel. You have to be really mindful of the pin weight. So as we're talking about here, number one thing you got to look at no matter what, whether it's a toy hauler or whether it's a Paradigm or if it's your traditional fifth wheel or like an Avenue, cargo capacity, right? Look at that. So what's number 2?
Well, and to add on to that, so your truck may pull it, but it's a matter of stopping as well too. So the safety of being able to stop on a dime.
Okay, so let's talk about the second thing. Oh, Martha's got a switch over here. We got notes, guys.
Okay.
We're good, but we ain't that good. I'm not memorizing everything.
All right, you want to go? Oh, the suspension.
So let's talk about suspension. I guess I get to go crawl under a trailer now.
Yeah, this is Chris's wheelhouse.
Okay, so we're going to do this on selfie mode, crawling under. So the second thing that we think is the most important on our top 5 list is your suspension. You all know that we absolutely destroyed the suspension on our first travel trailer.
Yes.
It's our second video, and it's titled Stupid Hurts.
And it really did.
It did. It cost us a lot of time and a lot of effort, and we earned some, we paid the dummy tax on that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, to piggyback off the cargo capacity, this is something Chris and we had to learn the hard way. So we didn't pay attention to the cargo capacity, which destroyed our suspension. And Chris will go more into that because we love this next product too. It's by Moride. Yeah,
so the Moride suspension. So what I'm going to say is it's less about what brand it is and more about, I'm going to go around to the other side because I don't want to crawl under a slide. Come on, Martha. Got to wait for Martha. She got short legs.
Just walk, you're crawling under.
All right, so I'm crawling under. So like I said, it's less about the brand and more about what you're going to be doing as far as the upgrades go. This should make it relatively easy. All right, let me make sure you guys can see this. All right, so I'm sure you guys know what a CRE 3000 is. what I'm talking about here is the suspension that is on the trailer. Like I said, it's less about the brand, more about what it is. MORryde happens to make an absolutely incredible suspension. They have amazing components that are huge upgrades. So whatever you're buying for your next trailer, make sure that it has some type of active suspension. In this case, this one has 3 inches of suspension travel. It has rubber bushing, so it dampens it. You've got heavy duty shackles. You've got wet bolts. And then the other thing that, in this particular trailer, which is the Alliance Valor, they put 8,000 pound Dexter axles on it, or excuse me, 7,000 pound Dexter axles and 8,000 pound springs. And I'm sure you're wondering, why would you put heavier springs than you do on your axles? Well, the springs take up more of the load and are the #1 item to fail when it comes to suspension next to the shackles. So by having a heavy duty wet bolt kit, an active suspension that travels, and oversized springs, you're going to be in the best position you can as long as you stay out of your cargo capacity. So no matter what brand, what you look at moving forward, make sure that you have an upgraded suspension. A lot of the factory suspensions don't have the reinforcement. Let me show you this right here. So right here where my hand's at, this little V bracket is welded into the hanger. So this is the hanger, that's the V bracket. It's welded to the frame here, in the middle, and here. And what that does is that makes it so that these get a lot less stress when you're traveling. Every time you turn one of these toy haulers, oh heck, even your like our Paradigm, the rear axle gets drugged. So in this case, there's 3 axles. So the second one here and the third one here are going to get drugged, and that is going to put pressure lateral against this, so left and right, back and forth. By putting these little V notches in here that are welded, you're reducing the amount of strain on your hangers, and then you take a suspension that can handle it with a heavy duty shackle that's not going to twist. Your suspension is going to hold up substantially better, and then as long as you keep your cargo capacity under control, you won't wear out your 8,000 pound spring. So #2 is suspension. Pay attention. There's other brands. We're a big fan of the Cree 3000. This is literally what we have on our Paradigm.
All right, let's come over to the shade real quick and
Yeah,
answer
so we
some
could-
questions.
Oh, you got questions. All right.
All right. So, S. Reed, if you're here at the Tampa Show, come find us and say you're part of the Venturesome tribe, and we'll get you a free shirt.
Or whatever you want off our merch store.
Yes.
So,
And then, hold on, there's more. Caleb says, I wish I only had 30 shirts.
30?
Yeah. And then Austin says, hey, happy belated Veterans Day. Thanks for serving. Also, thanks for all the cool videos.
You know, thank you very much for saying that. It was my honor and definitely my privilege to serve our great nation. I have no regrets. It was an amazing experience. It set us up for a fantastic life that it gives us the opportunity to travel and have the freedoms we do. So thank you.
Yeah, and I went from being a military brat, upgraded to military spouse.
She kept the brat part, though. She kept the brat. That was standard.
Yep, that was military issued for you, baby. And Jarhead Ginger, hey guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we want to meet you one day. So
yes, Scott and Allison, we enjoyed the heck out of your live the other night. You guys did a fantastic job on that live.
And if you guys haven't, go check out Jarhead and Ginger's journey. So they're amazing RV YouTubers. And Scott, he's a Marine veteran, and thank you for your service too.
That's right. That's right. And Allison put up with them. That's got to be worth something, right?
Hey,
we know the hardest job in the military is the spouse. Period.
Yeah, taking care of the home front while the men's are away, or
the ladies. There's a lot of ladies too.
That's true.
Don't you be getting us in trouble, Mrs. Peters.
All right.
My phone's trying to go to sleep on me, guys. Hold on a second. There we go.
Okay, and then Frank says, do all the RV shows have mostly large RVs? Single axle trailers are great for towing with a half-ton trunk. Wish more smaller trailers were displayed at shows. I understand full-timers, the larger trailer.
Yeah, absolutely. There is quite a few smaller trailers. There's a teardrop that actually we just did a video on out of the Dallas show right behind us over here. We agree with you. We started with a small 25 LRSS and then went, I mean, it's not
little Nord Trail.
Yeah.
So it's 33 feet overall length, but 25 living space. So keep an eye. So in the summer, there may be some more travel trailers coming.
Caleb said that there's a bunch of travel trailers that are single axle. I agree. We haven't walked around a whole lot. We found where we were going to go live because if you guys saw us on Instagram, it was it was a little tough getting in here. The traffic was atrocious. So now let's get back to what is #3 of the most important thing that we believe in when it comes to the RV.
Azdale laminated walls. for full-time rating. That's
okay, so
important and huge.
all right, so let's walk over to one of the let's walk over here to the other side, because there's somebody a sales guy working with this one, and I don't want to be a jerk and ruin anything. So we're going to go over to the Alliance Avenue, and we just happen to be in the Alliance area. Go figure. It's kind of what we do. We're letting people go out, guys. We don't want to be rude and put people on camera that don't want to be on camera. All right, so here we go in selfie mode again. Let's see if we can get this
Right above the handle.
All right, now that's the full-time rated. Here we go. All right, so you guys are probably wondering, what is Azdale? Not a lot of people understand what it is. It is a composite product. Oh, come on now, guys. Sorry. So Azdale is a composite product that is basically like fiberglass along with some other bonding materials and super sciencey, as Martha loves to joke about, nerd, nerd, nerd.
Nerd, nerd, nerd.
The most important part of why Azdale really matters is the delamination. So in a lot of the bonded products that have like a wood backer, or if they have a Luan, then moisture can get in there and it causes a delamination. Now, the reality is Azdale can delam because it's actually put together with glue and a lot of pressure. And if you want to know exactly what it is, check out our Alliance factory tour. We did a factory tour.
We did a factory lamination tour by the plant manager. So we got the full details for you in that video.
Yeah, so the third thing that we say is really important is Azdale walls. And in a lot of the Alliance products, they're not only using Azdale on the exterior walls, they're using Azdale on the interior walls. And the reason they do that is they can control what they put out, and they know that the product they're putting out isn't going to delam. I shouldn't say isn't, because there is that slight chance that the glue doesn't hold, but realistically.
They've actually tested out a wall. So they had like one go through production that wasn't exactly perfect, so they pulled it off the line.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what, we don't want to waste this. So the manager actually told us that they took that and they put it outside for like a few months during the winter last year, and it actually held up.
Yeah, and we saw that at the NRVT, or at least I did. They had a Azdale piece, and it looked like a pickle jar, guys.
Yeah.
So they took a piece of Azdale and they put it in a pickle jar, and then they took the Luan bonded, non-Azdale, and they put it in there, and that thing looked like toilet paper. It had completely eroded and fell apart, where the Azdale wall was still 100% intact and looked like it could go on the wall, or could go on the trailer. When you're looking at a coach, make sure that it says Azdale inside. Let me see if I can get over here and show you what it is. Azdale is a brand. Here we go. So here we go. So this is Azdale. This is what it's going to say. It says proudly featuring Azdale composites. AzdaleOnboard.com is where you'd find it. So if your trailer has that, or if you're looking to replace a trailer, make sure it has Azdale. The other thing I want to make sure I point out to here, let me get out of the way, there's somebody coming on, is the warranty. Okay, no matter what you're doing, even if you're not going to be a full-timer, having a trailer that's rated to full-time is really important. Let's get out of the way. There's all kinds of people over here.
Yeah. So let's go back on the other side of the Valor, and we'll talk about the next important thing is access to your water novelist and behind in that panel.
You're giving away all my secrets, Martha. All right, so here we go. We can talk here. We're in between trailers, so it should be a little quieter.
So access to your maintenance items like your water heater, furnace, water pump, PEX, fittings, and Nautilus.
Yeah. After going through the NRVTA school and getting our registered tech, we've learned that access to items is extremely important.
Yes.
And having knowledge of where they're at and the ability to, one, keep an eye on them, two, service them as needed is really important. So access matters as much as independent suspension would, or as much as an upgraded suspension would. And the reason being, if you can't see it, you can't fix it. And when you're paying somebody to come out there, you're paying for the time that they have to tear it apart to get to it.
Yeah. And that could cost a lot of money. And some of the stuff is not under warranty when they start ripping through walls. So
yeah. So let's talk about recap here. The very first thing that we said is what you should look at is your cargo capacity.
Yes.
And know based on what trailer you want, whether you should get a dual axle, single axle, triple axle, but know your cargo capacity and make sure that it makes sense.
Yes.
The second item is an upgraded suspension.
The CRE 3000.
Yes, we recommend that. We have it. We love it. It's been great. We've had zero problems with, we've got 34,000 miles on our truck, and that's what we put in between the two trailers, and both of them had the CRE 3000, and we've had no
the
problems.
shackles and the wet bolts.
There we go. I'm trying to keep Martha. She squirrels, man. She wiggles. I'm like, dang it.
I'm a wiggler.
So yes, the wet bolt kit, which is the Moride, that is a heavy duty shackle kit, along with the wet bolts, which are just greasable. It has a Zerk fitting. And then the third thing, which was with the bonus, is Azdale walls. So you want to make sure you have composite walls, and you want to make sure that your trailer is rated for full time. Even if you're not going to be full time, knowing that the definition of full time can be really touchy on some manufacturers. If you're spending more than 6 months out of year, they may look at that as a full time trailer. So make sure you know that. Now.
Yeah, and talk to your insurance company about that too. So.
Yes.
That matters. All right, Caleb says, when you get a minute, did you have an opinion on which B&W hitch to get, turnover versus puck system? Both should fit our truck. So Caleb, if you're here, come find us, because that's going to be a little more in-depth conversation.
I'll tell you, Caleb, that is almost like, do you like Ford, Chevy, or Dodge? I'll tell you, people, they all have their opinion. I could say that we have a B&W Companion. We have it on a puck system in our GM 3500 or Silverado, and it has been 100% flawless.
And we upgraded to the Moride pin box, and that's been great.
Yeah, so we hear a lot of good things about other brands and manufacturers. I just don't have the experience with it. So,
and I think it kind of depends on your trailer, what your payload is, like how long your trailer is, double, triple axle. I mean, there's so many factors that go into it. So we'll talk a little more.
Yeah, come find us. I'd love to talk to you a little bit and try to figure out what you recommend or what you're looking for.
And if you say you're part of the Venturesome tribe, I mean, you're going to get some free merch. So
nobody's found us yet. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out where we're standing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the access. It looks like we have.
There's one right behind you.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so I'm going in the bay, guys. Let's look here. Okay. I apologize. I don't know why this thing's making me do this on selfie mode. It's probably user error, but hey, I can live with it. All right, so this is your Nautilus panel. Almost all trailers these days have some variation of this. It's a water management system. What I want to point out is this. So this is what I talk about when I say access. Having the ability to pull this off and get in, let's look behind here, to get in behind your Nautilus panel. And you'll see, you probably look at it and go, wait a minute, that looks like spaghetti. But what is in here is the back of your entire water management system, your furnace, your water heater, and all of your on-off valves. You can also access the top of your tanks to make sure you're not having any leaks on your gray tank, your black tank. So having the ability to get in behind this wall makes a huge difference from a maintenance perspective, because every trip we go on, I pop this panel off before we go anywhere, and I pop it off once we get where we're going. And what we're looking at is the PEX fittings to make sure that there's no water. Now, the cool part is, let's see if I can swing this around here, right here below where my hand is the water pump. So if you have any problems with the water pump, you have access to it right away. And there's another feature here that I'm going to try to show. Okay, so this is kind of a bonus item here, guys. This is one of the other items that we have on our list of absolutely mandatory, is to find a trailer. Where am I pointing here? To find a trailer that has on-off valves. You want to make sure that everywhere you go within your trailer, you have the ability to shut off water. The reality is water leaks happen. Stuff gets, here, come on over here. So stuff gets messy. And as we bounce around down the road, occasionally PEX fittings come loose, the little crimpers come loose, and having the ability to shut off the water if you have a leak and not completely shut down your entire trailer is really, really important. In this particular trailer, there is shutoffs on everything. I mean, like midline, at the back of the Nautilus, at the sinks, the bathroom, the toilets, like having the ability to shut off your water without shutting down your coach to diagnose a problem can be really helpful. Again, a lot of these things we're learning from our tech course of going, hey, wait a minute, we could save ourselves a lot of headache by being able to diagnose this stuff.
Yeah, just being a little proactive. So bonus tech tip, now that we're both registered RV techs, me included, don't be afraid to get a screwdriver and go around and like tighten all your screws, because when we're rolling down the road on these, I mean, it's like little earthquake shaking. Things can shake loose, and that's normal. So no matter what trailer you have, just take a screwdriver and go around and just kind of hand tighten everything.
Yep. I completely agree. So back now that
was just a bonus Martha tech tip.
That Martha's tech tip Saturday. So the access is, like I said, that's the next thing. So we've covered suspension, we've covered Azdale, we've covered cargo capacity, access, so that you can get in behind there. I'd crawl in there, but honestly, you wouldn't see anything, and it's going to be ugly watching all this crawling in behind a wet bay.
I don't mind the view, so I don't know what he's talking about.
We're in public, lady. People are not trying to see that. So let's go in the trailer. I want to show you where some more of these turnoffs are and why we think it's really important. Let's see. Can you check, Martha, to see if there's anybody in here? This one looks like it's empty. We'll go in here.
Okay. Boy,
I'm wrong. Beep, 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 beep. Let's try this one.
What about the baby Valor?
Let's go in here. This one's open.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to try to get this down here where you guys can see what I'm looking at. If you look at this is the back of a toilet, and right back here is on-off switches, and they have the same thing up there on the sink. There we go.
Yeah, so it's really important so you can isolate if there is a leak, you can turn it off.
Yeah.
And not have to like scramble and find out where.
Yep. All right. So what's the next feature that we think is absolutely mandatory?
Okay. Next thing, direct dump AC and 3 ACs.
Oh, yeah. So we are in, we're in a Valor. I think this is a 37 V13.
Yes.
So we're talking a tandem axle toy hauler with a 13-foot garage. And one of the things that I'm going to go just a step further. I'm shutting that door.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a real show, guys. Sorry. One of the things that, other than just having direct dump ACs and having 3 ACs, is having a unit that you can actually talk.
Yes.
Martha, tell me how bad our first travel trailer AC was.
Oh gosh. So our first travel trailer, keep in mind it was 25 feet living space inside. There was 1 AC in the living room, and when it was on, it sounded like something was like an airplane taking off. It was so loud. Even if you shut the little vents to force the air into the bedroom, it was still loud. You couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. This
and I couldn't hear Chris, and he's loud.
Yeah. This particular trailer that we're standing in has the Coleman Mox. And one of the things that they do that's unique that we like is having the direct dump. So when I say direct dump, meaning there is no ducting whatsoever. The AC has the in and the out, and it goes right into the room. So you don't have anything to worry about as far as a racetrack or chasing your ducting. So you don't lose any efficiency by having the heat go into an attic, warm up, or I should say the cold air go to the attic and warm up, and then dump down hotter than when it came out.
Yeah.
Having direct dump makes it the most efficient way to do it. So having an AC in each living space that is usable on 50 amp service is really important. These happen to be 13,500 BTU ACs, so you can run 3 of them on a 50 amp service.
Yeah.
And there's 1 in each living space, so that
in the toy hauler, 1 in the garage, 1 in the living room, and 1 in the bedroom.
Right. Which is really, really nice. I mean, not always do you want to have your AC blaring in your garage. You may not need it on travel days, but like with us with solar, you have ACs running while you travel, which we do. We usually do 1 in the living room, 1 in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And that way, when we get to where we're going, it is it's cool inside, so Callie doesn't have to deal with it. So
and it doesn't take that long to cool the rest of the coach off once it's at a manageable level. So
I mean, we try to keep it like 78 to 80 when we're traveling, because before we had the solar, we would run, and it was crazy. We'd get to where we're going, it'd be 100 inside, and poor Callie would be in there just panting to death. So an AC in each area and having direct dump. And the direct dump is the unique thing that they do that we really like, and we have found 110 degrees.
Let's finish this outside.
We're interrupting people's show. The direct dump ACs work so well that when we were in Grapevine, Texas earlier this year, it was 110, and we had it at 72 inside of our Paradigm. And literally, we actually had to turn one of the ACs off because Martha was getting cold when we were working.
Yeah. So just another friendly little tech tip from Martha, reflective. So if you're in those high heat areas with the sun's reflecting all the time, we actually bought rolls of reflectives from Home Depot, but you can get it from like any of those type
It's in
hardware
our Amazon
stores.
store, but literally
Yeah.
Amazon, everybody has them.
Amazon, Home Depot, the rolled reflectives, and cut them out, and we have it inserted to all our windows just to kind of help manage the heat.
Yep. So let's recap for those that are coming on. We're talking about the 5 most important items or features that you need to have on your next trailer when you go to buy it. It doesn't matter what brand, what model. We happen to be walking through the Alliance Valors, Paradigms, and Avenues because coincidentally, Alliance already has all these features, which we love on our Paradigm.
Yeah, so the first one was realistic cargo capacity. So everything adds up in weight. So you want to make sure that you get a coach that can fit all of your stuff, whether you're going with the toy hauler and how much your toys are. Don't be afraid to weigh things. Or for us, we've changed things out in how we camp, like with our dishes and stuff, like our plates.
Come on, guys, be real. It's like when we're at home and we're looking at the scale and we don't want to get on it because we know the number ain't right. We're blaming the scale, right? That's right.
Yeah,
well,
and if you
RV life's the same way.
Yeah, if you already have a trailer, whatever brand it is, don't be afraid to go in those cat scales at like Love's and all that, and just kind of see where you're at weight wise.
Yeah, and then you know what you need to adjust, or if you got more room for Martha to spend your money and put more stuff in. All right, so we talked about realistic. What was the second one?
So the second one was the upgraded suspension.
Yes, absolutely, an absolute mandatory thing. If you haven't watched our video, Stupid Hurts, don't. It was awful. It was our second video ever.
But we also, we've learned, so we do have upgraded
we
have RV items, accessories. So we've upgraded to Moride products.
Yes.
Pin box. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do to help your trailer go smoothly down the road.
Yeah, so having an active suspension that is beefier or robust, like an 8,000-pound axle an 8,000-pound spring on a 7,000-pound axle gives you a little more capacity and a little more wiggle room. Having 3 inches of travel saves how much your trailer gets beat up. Yeah. Having a heavy-duty wet bolt kit is really, really important because you can go in there and you can grease them, and making sure that the shackles can support it. And then the little bitty things like the V brackets make for a very robust suspension. So one of the biggest failures in RV life is suspension. So that's where it's important.
And then next we moved on to Azdale laminated walls.
Which, that's really, really important. You don't want delamination. That is a killer. And when we say delamination, we're like, when you go around the RV parks, guys, you see the trailers that have the bubbles in the wall. You're like, why is that bubble there? That's called the delamination. So their fiberglass has delaminated from whatever material they used on the interior of that. So Azdale is a bonded composite material. It shouldn't delaminate because it's rolled and heated, and there's no wood to rot, which is really important. So having that, and then
and if you want to learn
let's
more,
go over here. The sun's blinding me. I'm probably looking ridiculous right now.
I think you look great.
Martha's blinded by love, apparently. So the other thing that we said on that is making sure that the trailer's full-time rated if you are going to be a full-timer. And even if you're not, knowing that the factory or manufacturer will back you is really, really important.
Absolutely.
What was next?
So next was access to your maintenance items, such as like your water heater, your PEX fittings, knobless panel, being able to shut the water off, knowing where all those are at.
Now that it's spoiled over here is a registered tech, guess who's crawling in there to fix everything? Get it, honey, get it.
I'll get the low stuff, you get the high stuff.
That's right.
Teamwork.
She's vertically challenged. Hold on. Here we go. I darn near got to get on my knees and we're to the same level.
Christopher.
Here. Now Martha's taller than me.
Where's the doghouse?
Ooh, probably in the back.
In the bay. I'm going to stick you in one. All right, so in the shutoff valves.
The shutoff valves, yes. We showed you that. Having shutoff valves everywhere you go on your trailer. If you and even if you don't have these items on your trailer, you can upgrade to them. If you find you don't need them, that's fine. This is our experience and what we've learned over the years of RVing.
And then the direct dump AC and 3 ACs.
Yeah, I don't want Cali getting too hot.
Now, some of the Fifth Wheels by Alliance have 2 ACs, so it depends on the size of the coach.
Yeah,
like how long.
Yeah. I mean, if you're at a 20-foot coach, you don't need 3 ACs.
Or
if you're at a 45-foot coach, you probably need 3 ACs.
You need 3.
Well, or you're RVing wrong, which this year we have RV'd wrong. If you haven't figured that out.
So for the most part, okay, our coach right now. So we have the Alliance Paradigm 340 RL.
Yep.
Our coach is just under 38 feet. So there are times where we're only running 2 ACs, and if we throw that third one on, we freeze.
That's the efficiency side of what
Mhm.
we're talking about by having a direct dump AC. I don't think I'll ever go back to a ducted system.
Yeah.
Our bedroom is ducted, but we have the RV airflow insert on it, and it is just incredible. It's a game changer for us.
So
It's
and
so much.
we've done a video, so I might link some of all of these videos like on our Facebook page and then down below in the description, but that'll be later on today when we get back. So
Danny P Photo LLC says they're
hey
going to come
Danny.
see us.
All right, come find us.
Greg, you are correct. There's a 36 V11 in the background, which is
No, it's a 37V.
Oh, sorry, it's 37 V13.
Yes.
So it is a tandem axle, very similar to the 36 V11, but their newer floor plan off of it. So that is what's behind me.
Frank
And then
says, do all trailers have a siphon line with shutoff or winterization?
Do all trailers? No.
No.
All trailers do not have a siphon line. You can use the water pump to siphon in certain circumstances. If you don't,
they make kits, right?
They do. They make kits that you could use your water pump to siphon. Some of them that have like a city water fill where you just dump water straight into your tank. You can dump the water into your holding tank and then siphon it through, or filter it, not siphon it.
Yeah.
You can send it through with the water pump to get into your lines. So anything that has a Nautilus will have a siphoning feature on it.
Yeah, and then let's say hi to Craig. Hey, Craig.
What
say
up?
hi to Craig?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Craig. I'm over here squirreling on to the next thought.
All right, Craig, I just want to say we hope you feel better. So I know you weren't feeling well the other day, so I've been thinking of you.
All right, so what do we got?
Caleb says, no, my Cougar doesn't.
Your Cougar doesn't have the, what?
That's what Caleb says.
The siphoning? Yeah. If you have questions on that, guys, honestly, go to the NRVTA Yahoo, or Yahoo, Jesus. Squirrel. Go to their YouTube, and they actually have information about winterizing your trailer on there.
Which is National RV Training Academy.
Oh, that's true. I shouldn't assume everybody knows that.
So, which we do a lot with the NRVTA, the National RV Training Academy. If you haven't heard, we did announce on our live that Chris and I, we recently finished filming RV Unplugged, which is a reality show.
Yes. So there is, what's the next item on our absolutely must-have feature for your next trailer, or upgrade item? I should have put it that way when we went
Caleb
live.
said Yahoo might help. That's true.
Google, Yahoo, whatever, DuckDuckGo, whatever makes you happy.
So that's 5 items, but we're going to give you a bonus one just because.
That was 5 already?
Yeah. When you go cargo.
All right, so that was 5. So what is that bonus item? Because you can't have your top 5 items and not have a bonus. That's just mandatory.
Customer service.
Good Lord, yes. I will never badmouth a particular brand, but we have heard horror stories on some of the customer service experiences that some of the RVers have had.
Yeah, and some of them are close friends of ours too.
I could tell you,
brands.
In our past, we have had situations where the manufacturer did not allow Joe Blow citizen, us, to work on our own trailer. It had to go to a certified tech. It had to go to a shop.
And when you live in Alaska, that certified tech or shop was down in Washington State. And so that's not ideal.
They're like, oh, you need to have a hinge fixed on a closet door. Yeah, a hinge. So like 3 screws, no big deal. Well, you have to take it to a tech. Where's the tech? The tech is in Seattle. Here, you're fading away, Martha. You're moving on me.
I'm not moving.
So the tech was in Seattle, and that particular brand made us sign an affidavit every time we did any repair, our own, that we were 100% signing away our warranty for that particular item and anything that was involved with that. So customer service is the single most important thing, because inevitably stuff happens and you want to make sure that you can get a hold of somebody to get your trailer fixed.
Well, needless to say, we don't own that travel trailer anymore.
Right.
But customer service is key, and Chris and I were very lucky to be part of the Alliance family, and they have excellent customer service. We've been able, not just us, but anyone's able to get help 24/7.
Yep. All right. So for those who are on here, what we've been talking about is the top 5 items that we think are essential features that you need to get for your trailer. And when I say items, I'm not necessarily talking like add-ons or some of the cool toys or gadgets that I love playing with. We're talking about things that we think are mandatory when you're going to buy a trailer. We started with the cargo capacity.
Okay, let's go a little more this way.
we were talking about first and foremost cargo capacity.
Yeah.
Second thing was the suspension, making sure you have a robust suspension that can handle the loads.
Now, Chris mentioned earlier in our second video called Stupid Hurts, and I apologize for the video editing and audio, that being our second video. But the point of that video was to let you know that, hey, we learned a valuable lesson of not to overstuff our trailer. So that's where that cargo capacity really plays key.
Yeah, so don't overstuff your trailer. Know that make sure your suspension is robust and can handle it. The third thing, there we go, I'm going the wrong way. The third thing was Azdale walls.
Yes, and ready for full-time RV living.
Okay, number 4.
Access to your maintenance items, so water heater, furnace, water pump, PEX fittings, novelist panel.
Yep, and then the bonus was
no, and then the shut-off valves and the sinks, bays, and lines.
That's right.
So that makes life so much easier.
Yeah, having access to all those things is critical. I like being able to open the bay, look, stick my head in there, go, okay, nothing's leaking, no problems, everything's working. When we turn our furnace on, I could hear it start, I could hear it fire, I could hear the propane run.
Yeah.
When I need to get in there and clean it out because Cali fur gets everywhere, I could get in there without having to.
Yeah, just Cali fur, not mine.
No, Martha. No. Martha's hair is well maintained and behaves itself.
Absolutely, it doesn't like go anywhere.
No, it doesn't. So.
And then the AC.
Yeah, if you RV wrong like we did this year, and you go from one hot, humid environment to another, you're going to need 3 ACs.
But I can tell you what, we put our ACs to the test, and they have not failed us.
The Coleman Mach series are quiet, and we know a lot of manufacturers use them. I mean, that brand is not specific to any one manufacturer, but I'll tell you, the Coleman Machs are great. The 13.5 direct dumps work better than our 15K ducted that we had in our very first trailer.
Now, to flip that a little, adding a little Martha tech tip here. So if now it's getting colder in the year, and if you're RVing somewhere and you need to put the heat on, I mean, of course you want to run your furnace, but if you choose not to and you just want to just kind of warm it up, if you have a fireplace, turn the fireplace on, but make sure there's nothing in front of it because of the heat. And also, if you do use one of those little electric heaters, do not plug it into an extension cord. That's dangerous. So
yeah, you actually won't have the circuit protection the way you need it. So if you have a little electric, plug it directly into the wall in the trailer, and make sure you have one that has the tip over feature.
Yes.
So if it gets knocked over, it automatically shuts itself off. You don't want to risk a fire. And propane furnace, really important. We try to use it as little as possible. The one time that is absolutely mandatory for our usage is if it's going to be below freezing, because we have ducting into our bays, in our belly and into our bays, so that we keep our tanks warm and our lines warm so we don't pop any lines. And we also have tank heaters. So
yeah, not every trailer has tank heaters, so be mindful of that too. Research what you have.
Yep.
And also what we learned from a friend recently, be mindful of how many of those electric heaters you plug in, because you can blow some circuits.
Yeah,
and
if you plug in the electric heater into the fireplace and run them both, they're a 15 amp line. Those little electrics, the one we have, runs about 9 amps. So between that and the fireplace, it's going to overload that circuit, and it could cause problems with the wiring, with the relays.
Yeah.
So be careful with that, guys.
Craig finished next week's video. Looking forward to seeing it.
Nice.
And if you haven't seen Craig Nelson, so I'm going to link him below too. So he's got a great YouTube channel.
Neeson, you always add an L.
I'm
Dang
sorry,
it, Craig. Craig, I know who you are. Apparently, Martha just wants an add.
I'm looking at a tiny little screen. But he's an amazing photographer,
His photography is incredible, and he has a great YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're hoping to catch up with him so he can teach us a few tricks.
God, I could use the help.
Yeah.
All right. Any other comments on there? All right, so we have covered the top 5 things that we think are essential on your next travel trailer, fifth wheel, or toy hauler purchase. If you agree with us, put it down below. If you disagree with us, smash that thumbs up button twice.
Or that thumbs down twice.
Twice. Yeah, I screwed that up. Dang it. Trying to be funny.
But no, we just want to thank you guys for joining us. This was a quick little, hey, let's go live, because
why not?
Why not?
Wanted to, I mean, everybody does tours. Hell, we do tours. We do a lot of them. We love doing tours, but we wanted to say, okay, how can we do a tour without doing a tour? How do we show you things that we think are important features for your next trailer purchase or upgrades for your trailer without saying, look at this cool floor plan? But don't worry, we're going to be doing a lot of that too. If you have anything you want us to tour while we're here, let us know. This was a complete impromptu trip because of Hurricane Nicole. And we are glad to say that although the hurricane did go directly over our home base, we have no damage. We are in good shape. I checked the roof.
Our daughter's fine. And
so we took advantage of this beautiful weather to come out here and go live with you guys and talk about some of the cool features we see.
You should have seen how excited Chris was when I told him, because he was like, our normal travel days this year, we've been trying to go slow, go a couple 100 miles a day.
Yeah.
When I told him, I'm like, I saw it on Facebook pop up. Hey, there's a Fall Tampa show this weekend. He was like, pack up, let's go.
Well,
but we also had
the
to wait.
hurricane pushed the issue. This is a bonus. So we definitely wanted to get out here. And I mean, if there's an opportunity to come out here and say hi to the Alliance team, which Ken's out here. We were just BSing with Ken. We were talking to Rob Boiler on the phone.
Let's go find Ken.
So yeah, if you get a chance to come out here, do so. And just know that there is hundreds and hundreds of trailers. And I can say that there is far less people here than at the Tampa Super Show in January, which, I mean, I know that's where a lot of people will be launching their new trailers for the year. Any new features or anything? I don't know. He might be working with somebody. I don't see him out here.
Let's see.
So if you happen to be looking for an Alliance, we've got Avenues, got Paradigms. Now let's go this way. And Valors. We're over in the RV1 booth, which again, don't forget, we are 100% giving away free merch item to anybody that finds us that says they're part of the Venturesome crew. No,
Venturesome tribe.
Thank you, Jesus.
Who gave him the mic?
Yeah, who gave me a microphone? So right now, nobody has come up to us.
And our favorite so Alliance has a travel trailer toy hauler, and it's new this year. We got to see the prototype when we were at the...
Let's rotate and I'll show them.
The show.
It is right there. That is
right behind us.
That is the 31T13. We did a tour of that. We've done a 60-second and a full-length tour. It's an amazing little travel trailer toy hauler.
Yeah.
And it's full-time rated. Azdale walls, has all the cool features we've been talking about.
Got a crew bed and 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, and it's a travel trailer, guys, so you don't have to have a gigantic dually.
Oh, Caleb's signing paperwork. Woohoo!
Uh-oh.
Hey, Caleb and Daddy, we have Venturesome Tribe stickers. We have a limited amount with us because...
Yeah. We didn't bring a lot of stickers with us, but we did bring a few Venturesome Tribe. They're over at General RV. We should go crash their party.
I know, we should.
We're going to go stalk them. All right, guys, if there's anything you want us to...
And we say that because we're friends with them, and we actually met them at Fort Wilderness earlier this year, so...
They're Disney people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And military.
And military.
So thank you for your service, Caleb.
Absolutely. So, guys, we're out here. Come say hi. If there's anything you want us to look at or do a walkthrough, we're happy to do it.
Situational adventures. Sorry. Are the Valor travel trailers there? Just the one, the 31T13.
I'll walk over.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, so here, we'll go over to this one. All right, so yeah, the 31T13, that's, that model.
Yeah.
There it is. So
this you can see, it has Azdale, and it's rated for full-time RV living.
Which, again, we always talk about is really, really important. So yeah, this is the only one. It sounds like the other 2 floor plans for this particular line are coming off the factory floor. Ken told us there was only 10 of them made right now on the smaller one.
And they have one in the West Coast right now. So.
Yeah. So yeah, only one right now. And if you want us to do a walkthrough with you or whatever, let us know. Put it in the comments below or hit us up on our Instagram or Facebook. Hey, there's Ken.
There's Ken. Come on, Ken.
How we doing, guys? Are we live?
We are live on YouTube and Facebook.
Come buy RVs.
Yeah.
Come that is a salesman right there. Get your butt over here and buy some RVs.
Hey, if you want a personal tour from us, and we are owners, so we own a Alliance Paradigm, and we actually love Alliance, so we can tell you anything about it.
More than me.
Yeah.
We live it, but he also breathes it, lives it too.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So you're in good hands here between the 3 of us.
There's people here to talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on out and say hi. Alliance is here, and like I said, there's many other brands and manufacturers and whatever you want to see. So thank you all for sticking around on our live. There's no more comments or questions.
Let's see. Situational Adventures says, thanks for the Alliance update on the other models. 21T15 is something we want to see at some point, maybe downsized from our 36V11.
We want to see it too. We walked up to Ken. We're like, do you have it? And he's like, there's one out. It's somewhere on the West Coast.
I think like Oregon or something. But there's another
there's
show.
only 10 off the line so far. So it's coming.
S. Reed says, we will be camping at the big show in January, the 340 RL rules.
I will
We're
not say, hell yes, I will. There's going to be, our Alliance is going to be part of the Super Rally right now. George is running it, and there's going to be, I think, 10 Alliances as part of the camping on the grounds for the Tampa Rally, and we will be here.
Yeah, we're going to be camping here too in our 340 RL. So yes, 340 RL rules.
Yes, we love that floor plan. It is awesome.
do.
So,
Let's see if anything else.
anything else on there before we run away?
Okay, I think we're good. So we just want to thank everyone for your time, for letting us crash your Saturday afternoon.
You guys rock. Thank you so much. If you have questions or comments, put it on Instagram, put it on here. We're going to keep an eye on it while we're here. We're going to be here for the rest of the day. And we're actually going to come back tomorrow with our daughter and her boyfriend, who are going to be looking at trailers for the very first time. Very exciting.
Well, our daughter's RV'd with us for years, but her boyfriend hasn't. So.
This is all new. So thank you all. And again, happy belated Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you guys for your guys and gals for your service. And if you find us, come get your free merch.
Yep, but you got to say you're part of the Venturesome tribe. There's a catch.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Most importantly,
enjoy every moment.
Signing off.